Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Farmer Files with your hosts,
Abby
and Maria.
What have you been up to? I feel like we haven't actually caught up for a long while.
No, I don't think we have. It's been quite a long time since we've last seen each other, hasn't it?
To be fair, we haven't even messaged much.
No, because we tend to keep all of our messaging for this podcast. Like, we catch up for the podcast, don't we?
Yeah, because I'm like, there's no point talking to you. I've got to spend a couple hours talking to you, in a week's time. So I'll just catch up with you there.
Yeah, exactly.
And get all the gossip.
We just do a big sort of dump on each other, don't we? Yeah,
debrief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What have you been up to?
So I've been all the way up to the Lake District since you last saw me.
Yes, I did see little snippets.
Yeah, so a company sort of messaged me, asked if we wanted to go to an innovation workshop. I absolutely love this company. They are great. And we went up to the Lake District. It was really last minute, 3 days warning. Do you want to come?
She didn't say anything. I was like, well, hold on.
Yeah,
you're off on
literally.
holiday? Where?
And I was like, you know what? I know exactly who will go with me. Matthew's got 4 days work to do in 2 days, so he couldn't come. But Aoife's always up for a last minute trip. Okay. So her and her son Paul came along with me and the kids.
I'm sorry, Aoife, I still can't get over your son's name, Paul. I feel like, how many Pauls are there out there? He must be his only one, in his class.
I really like the name now.
I know, but it's the
really
old name's coming back.
Yeah, it is.
Just I haven't heard a youngster being called Paul yet.
No, to be fair, the only youngster I know is him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So names come back around, but I haven't heard of Paul come back around yet.
Trendsetter.
I know, but it's Nigel's gone out of fashion.
It has, yeah.
What's the other one that's gone out of fashion? There's certain names that there's no Karens. No one wants to call their kid Karen.
I don't think Karen will come back around for a long time.
No. Anyway, back to your trip.
Anyway. So headed up to the Lake District, went to this beautiful hotel. It was called Another Place by Ullswater, I want to say. Ullswater Lake. Beautiful. So, so pretty. In the morning, that was literally fog covering the whole lake, and it was just rising so slowly. So we took the kids for a lovely little walk around the lake in the morning, and we went to the workshop. It was really good. We shared our ideas.
How were they on the journey up? Because it was quite a few hours.
Now, they really shocked us. We were expecting absolute hell. They were so good. There was one squabble between Paul and Samuel. And Samuel, you know how I said he's a grenade?
Yeah.
He just...
Did Harriet come?
Yeah, Harriet came.
Oh,
Harriet was so good. She was a star. So Samuel wanted Paul to play with him the whole time. And Paul wanted to sleep. Oh. So there was a little bit of squabbling at that point, but we swapped their seats over and they were fine after that. So we managed to make it up with 2 stops, I think it was. And back in the car and away we went again. Arrived and they literally went wild. All the kids just went wild and it was great fun. Now, it wasn't until we left the original hotel that we ended up having massive drama.
Drama?
It went from the best trip ever to the scariest time in my whole life.
What?
Yeah. So...
You've not mentioned this?
No, I haven't.
It's not on your socials either.
No, none of it. You know how I said there's been very, very big ups and downs in my Instagram post that I put up? I've saved it for the podcast.
What's happened?
So it all started when we got to the next location, which is really nice little glamping site, set up and everything. Let Samuel and Paul and Harriet out and they ran around whilst Harriet had some tummy time. And Samuel went over to a bush and ate a big red berry, thinking it was a blackberry. I heard him say blackberry and I've never ran as fast in my life. I ran over there and I had to take this big red berry out of his mouth. Now, it wasn't until we got home that I found out it was actually edible and it would have been fine.
Okay.
But when you see big red berry and child eating it, you immediately think,
the worst thing ever.
So anyway, I didn't know this till we got home. Google was not identifying it for me. My plant finder was not identifying it for me. And I just panicked the whole time, so just kept a really close eye on him. Then all the kids came down with a cold. All of them. Snotty nose, coughing.
You didn't have COVID again?
No, we didn't have COVID again. That was past. We were good on that. And then on our way back, on our way to the hotel, so we're going back a little bit in time. On our way to this glamping hotel, we ended up going on the windiest road of my life. Like, the most horrendous road. I never knew roads like this existed. I couldn't fathom them being in England.
Right.
And I was that scared driving on this road that I was shaking.
Yeah.
I'm a competent driver. I'm all up for a bit of adrenaline. And I had nightmares, still having them now every night because of this road.
Okay.
Which is mental. Now, I do have PTSD from driving anyway, because I had a car accident in 2018 and that was quite dramatic. It was like 70 and a 40, car turned around 3 times, flipped 3 times, ended up in a 6-foot drop on our side, and we were trapped in the car until someone came to save us. Wasn't the driver, but it was very, gave me PTSD.
Yeah.
I thought I had got over that. Now I'm back to the stage where I'm holding onto the passenger door every time and like sweating in the car. Like, I'm back to square one. All because we ended up on Hardknott Pass. I've never heard of this road.
No, I've not. That's why I'm looking at you a bit funny.
Yeah, I've never heard of it, and I wish I'd never knew what it was. Now, I'm sure the locals are like, what you're on about is fine, like, I could drive on that. So you might, but when I've got 3 kids in the car, in a big old Nissan X-Trail that's wide as hell and long as anything, going up these hairpin bends at a 33 degrees, like, incline. Like, literally felt like we were falling backwards in the car. And the car was, like, wobbling on the hill, like, as we were going around the corners. And I could only reach 7 miles per hour. That is as much as my car would do. And that was, like, foot down, but not down enough that we were skidding.
Yeah.
And these bends went on for, it felt like days. It took us about half an hour to get over this road. I was shaking the whole way. Aoife literally had to talk to me, she had tears in her eyes, holding onto the side. I mean, we've got our kids in the back. If it wasn't for that, we probably would have been a lot better and I wouldn't be having these like nightmares or anything. But I keep imagining like us in the car, us falling, the kids in the back and me not being able to do anything about it, because it's also a straight drop on like this bloody high mountain.
I probably can't put it into imagination.
No, it's horrendous. I'll show you a video later. I found one on TikTok that describes it quite well.
What was it called?
Hardknott Pass.
Okay, I'll look it up.
As in like not. We ended up leaving this pass, and it's meant to be the most dangerous pass in the UK. I never even knew we had roads. I cannot put into words how dangerous it was and how like upset I was that we even went on it. Like, there was warning signs everywhere. Never even took them into account because
that's your own fault.
Something like that exists.
You're on your own there.
It says there's a sign just before you came to it and goes, impassable for any vehicles during winter.
Oh.
And I just thought it was going to be a little bit steep or something. No, it was horrendous. Now, I didn't quite realise how dangerous it was until we got to the pub on the other side. I think it's Hardknott Pub, something like that. They were so lovely, like the nicest people ever. And the waitress came over, or the bar lady came over, and she went, where have you guys come from then? And we went, like, jokingly, like, oh, Hardknott Pass. Just come that direction from, like, where we had just been staying. And she giggled and walked away, and then she turned around and went, wait, you're being serious?
So what, she thinks it's bad as well?
Yeah, she was like, the only people that go on that are, like, adrenaline junkies or, like, hardcore locals. Not
Maria and Aoife with their 3 kids.
Yeah, in this SUV.
Mum car.
Yeah, literally. I cannot describe that road unless you've actually been on it for, like, the first time, not expecting it to come your way.
Is it steeper than, like, Scott's Fields? Because I'm quite used to, like...
It's about that.
Yeah, see...
It felt like that, yeah.
That's the thing, I'm quite used to... I'm sat, like, in Scott's tractor. I will always have the seatbelt on. I don't know why. It's just automatic.
Yeah.
I wasn't a seatbelt wearer in the tractor until I met Scott.
Yeah, and his steep fields is something else.
Like, I clipped myself in. He's like, it's not even steep. I'm like, I don't care. I'm just putting it on because I just, like, constantly I'm holding on because I just feel like I'm going to fall out of my seat. So.
Yeah, his fields are horrendously steep, aren't they?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we did this pass. It was horrendous. I also had to reverse on it. Not because we met a car, thank God. It was impassable. Like, you wouldn't be able to pass anyone.
Surely that should be one way then.
Yeah, it probably should be. It's that dangerous. Yeah, I had to reverse because I overjudged a corner. I thought I was able to take it wide. I was not able to take it wide. I had to reverse. And as I was reversing, we were like wobbling.
Oh.
It was petrifying. Anyway, so done the Hardknott Pass. Wish I never did. Kind of glad I did it though, because got that one under my belt now. So for the kids, although if my kids ever come and tell me when they turn 17 or older and go, oh, Mum, I'm going to take on Hardknott Pass. Absolutely the hell not, you are not. No. Not happening. You will sit there and I will tie you to that chair. You're staying.
Oh.
Absolutely not. But it gets worse.
Right.
The trip gets worse. So the next morning we head out, have a really good day. I've had permission from Aoife to say this, by the way. Paul starts getting a little bit poorly, but nothing too much. Just like a cold at this point. Heading home, it's about 8-9 o'clock in the evening. We are on the M5, just coming up to an Exeter turn-off, and Paul starts breathing like horrendously, like
Is he choking?
Well, he was like coughing really like husky, and we brought him in the front and his lips were like turning purpley and he looked like he was like really struggling to breathe. Aoife called out other half and I immediately dialed 999. Aoife was like, no, don't call them yet. And I was like, no, I'm calling them. The ambulance arrived, took him out of the car. Aoife kept him in her arms, took him to the ambulance back, and the ambulance man came back and went, came to reassure me because Aoife had said, like, Maria
was panicking more.
Thrives on anxiety. You need to go and calm her down because it's not going to be good if you leave her like there just on her own with anything. So they get Paul to a position where he's able to come back in the car, and he said if you guys didn't ring us and he didn't have that medication, we would have been like blue lighting him like immediately.
So what was it, like an allergy?
No, it ended up being croup.
Oh.
It was the highest level croup you can get. I never realised croup was that bad.
No.
I now fear croup for a livelihood. No, don't want it.
Well, thank
Scary.
God, like, you were there. And
yeah.
Obviously, if you weren't far from Exeter, at least you weren't.
So because we were so close to the hospital, and because they'd given Paul this medicine to now make him go really hyper, so like the opposite charge to what we had when we called them, we were able to drive him to the hospital ourselves. And I stayed there until Aoife's partner came up and Matthew came up. So Matthew drove me home because I just like had this massive adrenaline high. We'd also been on this trip with 3 kids and they were menaces the whole time, like in the best way. So I was like knackered, like my adrenaline had come right down and I was like so sleepy. I was like, I can't drive home like this. So Matthew came up, swapped with me, and Aoife's partner went home with her after they'd been to the hospital. And it was all good. And Aoife's partner has actually been saying for a while that they want a dog. Aoife's not a dog person. Like, she loves dogs, but she's not a dog person. She's more of she's a cat owner. We ended up going to get a cat when we were like 17, I think it was, together, and she's just kept that cat with her now forever. It's called Billy. And the doctor turned around and went, have you guys thought about getting a dog to build his immunity?
Oh.
So now they've got a little dog.
Wow, I never thought about
What a turn of events. So yeah, that was our trip. It was the best trip and the scariest trip of my life.
That was quite a roller coaster.
Yeah, can you see why I saved that one for the podcast now?
Yeah, that would have taken up our whole journey here.
Yeah, literally.
With that being said, we are like 15 minutes in and we have not introduced our sponsor yet.
We absolutely should introduce them. Do you want to take this one away for a moment and then I'll take over?
Obviously, I have worked with this brand for a little while now. I say worked with this brand. Literally, I'm on the phone to them with like business ideas, any details, any whatnot. So we always do like our sponsors a bit relaxed. We talk about them because we love them so much. We always work with brands that we love and have worked with in the past. So it makes it really easy for us to do a sponsor with these brands. Now, Reg, you little fucker, you've given us a bit of a script, haven't you?
He has.
I've not actually seen this script.
It's hilarious, as usual.
Okay.
But before we get onto the script, Reg has given us a parcel.
Oh.
So let's see what's in the parcel. I haven't opened it. I almost got excited and opened it.
It looks a bloody big parcel.
If you're not watching on YouTube right now, you're just going to hear lots of packaging.
That's a lot of things in a parcel.
Oh my, Reg, what have you sent?
Oh, we got a sticker.
Dropped a sticker. There's a lot of stickers there.
Yeah, we're gonna. Should we like decor?
Decor our stuff.
Just stick it everywhere.
Oh wow. Okay, right. We'll separate these into sizings here.
Oh, thank you. I actually wanted this one.
These are really good quality
really
bags.
This one.
These are really good quality.
I'm gonna wear mine now, actually. for the rest of this
I'm
episode.
going to join you with that. It's a little bit cold in here.
So anyway, if you're not watching on YouTube, which actually not a lot of our viewers do listen to us on YouTube.
No, a majority is like
listeners.
Yeah.
Which I find really funny because we really wanted to do something with video and then not a lot of people watch it. But anyway, not the point we're going on about here. But if you aren't watching already, we've just opened up 2 quarter zips. Mine's navy. Maria's is like a teal green.
Now, Reg may not know this, but this is my favourite colour of clothing.
Is it?
Yeah. So he's got the one that you really wanted sent to us.
I wanted this blue one.
And he has sent me my favourite colour.
And we've also got a tri-coloured quarter zip.
Let's
well.
show the YouTubers.
I've already got one of their quarter zips. I actually had one of the first ones that they made, and it had a different zip, one of the OGs. So obviously I know how incredible this quality of clothing is. I know the boys have worked so hard to get these designs and the quality and the hours.
Oh, we've got matching.
Yeah, the hours it's taken for them to get to this point, and I am so incredibly proud of these boys and how far they've come, because I know how much doubt they had in this business. And like I said, it's the best quality clothing I actually own.
I'm seeing it everywhere now.
It's literally everywhere.
I'm going to show the camera this one. Here we go. I'm not going to show the other one for a moment because we're going to take a short break so we can put these on.
We are back.
And we look better than ever.
Honestly, obsessed.
These are cute.
I'm digging this.
They feel nice as well, don't they?
Give me the camera. Anyway, you can't really see it, but I'm so happy.
Okay, so these are really comfy.
Well, obviously you've not tried them yet, so it's quite nice that I've already done it, and then this is like a new thing for you.
Yeah. Thank you, Reg. I like this. Now, everyone sit tight, because in the words of Reg,
hell, here we go.
We're about to do an advert. Right. I've been sent over this script. These are not my own words.
These are all Maria's words. She's made them up herself, I'm joking.
Please cue Reg's accent, or at least pretend I'm in Reg's accent. This episode has been brought to you by the cool, sexy guys at Deb Badger Clothing Company. They started this company as a joke to evade tax and to take the piss out of the rural clothing market.
They definitely managed that.
We've achieved that, and HMRC are none the wiser. Now, we're a real company, with a bank account and shit. Crazy world, lots of smells. Anyway, we sell clothes like polos, t-shirt, quarter zips, and shorts, and even got some hoodies and other shit coming soon. So yeah, this ad read cost us a lot of money, so go check out our website.
Can I just clarify? They did get mates rates. I'm not fucking having that, Reg. We did you a great deal on that one.
I mean, I would happily pay that for an ad. So this ad read cost us a lot of money, so go check out our website, buy some stuff, and use the code.
Oh no. What's the code? What is the code?
Sorry.
What's the code? I
can't even say it. And use the code Abby's Tits for 20% off.
Thank you. Fair. To be fair, that goes quite well into what this episode is actually going to be about this week.
Yeah, it does.
It's going to be about Abby's tits.
I didn't read that part. That caught me a bit off guard there.
I could see that got you off guard. We're actually going to be talking about my tits all episode.
All episode. So they have got the discount code Abby's Tits for 20% off for a week after this podcast is aired. Oh, and by the way, follow us on Instagram, TikTok. We do videos that people find funny. He did say we are willing to change the discount code, but that's all.
Oh. Do you want to change the discount code?
Also, just to say how much you love us and that we're fucking human garbage, idiots and degenerates.
I love those guys, though. I love them with all my heart.
They're marketing geniuses.
To be fair, your marketing is on point. You've got it down to a T.
I need 5 minutes to
calm down
after that.
To be fair, Maria is quite a fangirl.
Yeah, I haven't told Reg. Abby gave me his number and I'm fangirling.
Yes, I didn't think that one through, and then she probably needed 5 minutes to herself.
Yeah, I did.
You rang him straight away and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, he's not a ringer.
Yeah, and then I voice noted him. Voice noted me back and I blushed.
Oh.
Had to get Matthew out of the room. Yeah, these guys have got a great marketing tactic, haven't they? Really great clothing and actually hilarious people.
So yeah, go buy their stuff. Go put in Abby's tits for a discount on their website. Yeah, just go buy some shit, really.
Reg, you've really taken the peg of this podcast down.
Yeah, we're meant to be sophisticated young ladies.
Yeah,
which is
you and Marlon not
no.
doing us justice.
No, sophisticated is not this episode.
No, it's not.
So this episode, it's going to be about my favourite thing.
Her boobies.
My boobies. No, we're going to talk about Onlyfans.
Now, we're quite opposite, aren't we? In terms of the content we produce.
Yeah.
And what we do for money. So
I sell myself online.
I've got quite a few questions for you, if I'm honest. I haven't written them down. They're just going to be off the cuff as we go through. Because
we have also got questions from other people as well. So.
Perfect. So I don't know a lot about OnlyFans. I know, as far as I know, you can buy pictures of people's titty asses and whatever else you want. And you pay them and you can do a monthly subscription. That is all I know.
So OnlyFans in particular is a site that is used for exclusive content. That's the correct term. So you can have people on there that sell knowledge, extra content. It doesn't have to be explicit. But I think no matter what you post, I think you have to be ID checked anyway. So whether it's explicit or not, you need to put in your details.
Okay.
So you can sell whatever on there, but I think everyone knows it for the explicit content. So
that's really interesting.
You could be on there selling knowledge on sheep.
Yep, no one's buying that.
Yeah, so basically people pay for a monthly subscription to see all your posts like you would on Instagram. And then you can sell extra content, custom content, anything along those lines, messaging, voice notes, anything along those lines you can sell for extra as well to that person privately. Well, do you want to go have a look at my questions that I've had on Instagram?
Yeah, can we do that? Yeah.
And then you can just ask me a load of different questions. By the way, I know none of these questions.
Yeah, Abby put a question box up and she's kept it private from even herself. So I am the first to read these. Hope you guys kept it clean. I've seen some of your messages. I might be traumatized. Okay, there's already some good ones there.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start off on the basic generic question. Probably that quite a few people wonder. What made you get into it?
So at the time, I believe I was 20? 21. No, 20. I was 20. It was 5th of November, 2020, I started. I don't know why. I always remember that date. So I went into it just wanting a bit of extra money. I lived on my own at the time. I had cheap rent, but I basically, yes, I could afford my rent and whatever else and bills, but I wasn't able to do the generic stuff you were doing at 20 years old, going off on holidays, doing all this stuff. I was like, I just want a little bit of extra money. Now, everyone would go, well, why don't you do more hours? I was doing every hour under the sun for the care company I used to work for. So I worked all through COVID, worked with COVID patients in their own home. Like I was doing God knows what hours and I was just burning myself out. So I saw a video somebody did on YouTube, I think it was, and basically went from there. I was just like, I'll just do a little something, do a couple bikini pics and what have you. And yeah, that's how I sort of fell into it, a few feet pics, and then it just sort of went from there and grew to what it was. And then I think everyone I really got the name for myself once I started doing the air fresheners and calendars, which was June 2021.
I admire how good your marketing brain is.
Yeah.
Does OnlyFans affect your relationship?
I get this question quite a lot, to be honest. And the short answer is no. I don't think so. I think obviously, do you know what? We'll phone Scott in a minute. Just to double check with him. But I did OnlyFans before I met Scott, so Scott knew what he was getting himself in for. And therefore, he's sort of been prepared for that. Obviously, when he comes home, I do tend to turn off my phone a little bit. I want to spend time with my partner, but obviously he's not home a lot of the time. So it does allow me to have quite a bit of flexibility. Obviously take content in Scott's Tractors. He gets the content for free. He's a happy boy.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Do you want to ring him?
Yeah, I'll ring him. Yeah, you all right?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, what you doing?
Just unloaded the rotavator.
Oh, yeah. Can you talk quickly?
Very quickly, yeah.
You're on the podcast.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
What do you mean?
Well, I've had to ring you for a question.
Oh, you mean like right now I'm on it?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, maybe I am then.
Yeah.
Right. Right, what do you want?
Does OnlyFans affect our relationship?
No, not really.
And that's the wise words of Scott Dennis, everyone.
Is that it?
Yeah, if that's what you, if you got to get on, you got to get on.
Yeah, righto. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, bye. Anyway, that is the wise words of Scott Dennis,
No,
everyone.
not really.
As you could see, he was quite busy. I love that. No, I'm not on the podcast. Yeah,
you are. Have you ever been recognised out and about for your OnlyFans?
Yeah. I think how do I put this politely? The worst one was when I just had a personal training session with G. Literally looked like I'd been dragged through the hedge backwards, right? I just like, oh, do you want to come with me and a friend to Trago Mills? Because she was looking for stuff.
Yeah.
For a new house. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll just come along. Anyway, I'm there, like literally sweaty. My hair's all up in a mess. And someone shouts my name. And I'm like, fuck off.
Like it's an Abby Coombes or just an Abby?
I can't remember. I can't remember which one it was. But anyway, it was so... Like, obviously I don't mind people saying hello and what have you. But you know when it was just one of the worst times that anyone could have said, can I have a photo? And obviously G being G, she's used to taking all the llama photos. She's like, do you want me to take a photo? And I was like, oh my God.
Not in my sweaty gear.
Yeah, so that was the one that probably shocked me the most, that I could just rock up in Trago Mills and get recognised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane,
Obviously,
isn't it?
llama, people are expecting me and like events like that.
Yeah.
But I think that Trago one really threw me off.
Yeah. Someone said, would you recommend it?
That's a really difficult one. Yes and no. Obviously, it's allowed me to be flexible and have freedom within my life.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the best way to put it. But you have to be a certain type of person. You have to be willing to put up with the shit and not take it to heart. And it is still a business at the end of the day, so you need to separate your personal life and your business, but make it personable, because it is your life that you're selling online.
Yeah.
But you also need to be able to switch it off.
Yeah.
So as
It
long
is, like, even from my point of view, just doing like content of just the farm, like I don't involve my house in it because I want that to be a personal space. Like I don't want that to be somewhere I think, oh, how could I make that into content? Like I just want to shut off when I go inside.
Yeah.
It is quite difficult to be able to do that, isn't it? Like turn off.
Yeah, so most of my content I do will be in the spare bedroom.
Yeah.
Just because then it's a little bit separated.
And you get to laugh at anyone that stays in it.
Yeah, literally. Like, you're in the OnlyFans bedroom. No, so I try and just separate it a little bit. Like I said, when Scott comes home, I sort of shut it off a bit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I said, you need to find that balance for you, which is really hard to do. But like I said, you need to be prepared that you will have that name for life. You need to make sure you weigh up the pros and the cons. What are you going to miss out on in your life? What opportunities won't you get versus what will you gain out of starting an OnlyFans? I think that's the best way to...
I thought that was good. Good answer, that one. Do you think you would have gained the fame that you have if it wasn't for OnlyFans?
No, because I probably wouldn't be doing social media if it wasn't for the OnlyFans. I'll be honest.
In all respects, it's a clever marketing strategy as well, isn't it? I keep bringing that up today. I just think everyone's really clever.
Yeah, well, I don't think I would have done social media like I did. Obviously, I'm not necessarily as much now, but I did social media back a couple of years ago for the marketing. We did the drone videos, me and Olivia. had those drone videos for the marketing, and that's what did really well. But obviously now that doesn't get shown on TikTok, it all gets removed, so I don't really post that anymore.
Yeah.
I think if people want to find the content, they can find it of me, but otherwise
I feel like in a certain way you're just a household name now. I don't mean just, like, you are a household name now.
Yeah, I just think if people want to find it, they know where to go.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't market myself as much as I used to.
Yeah.
So as for the fame, no, I don't think I would have done socials whatsoever if it wasn't for what I was doing. It kind of worked hand in hand that I did the socials for the OnlyFans, but I did the OnlyFans for the socials.
Yeah.
So
it's best of both worlds out of it, isn't it?
yeah, definitely. But I wouldn't have had the sheep if it wasn't for the OnlyFans, because I wouldn't have been able to afford the valets. And I wouldn't have been with Scott. Therefore, would I have even posted valets? Probably not.
I have, yeah. That's quite a tricky one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right. I think this is a question that quite a few people wonder about, like when someone mentions they've got OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So let's pop right into the question. How has family viewed your choice of pursuing OnlyFans? How did the conversation happen with them?
Oh.
I feel like it's already going to be juicy.
Right. As for my mum knew before I started. She knew all along. Mum was quite supportive. Do what you got to do. Lovely job. Obviously, she was always aware. Fine. Obviously, this is not a conversation that you have with your dad quite as much. And I'll try and... Me and my dad definitely get on better than we did 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'll try and word this as well as I can. But unfortunately, I didn't tell my dad before he found out. Therefore, a certain individual out there, we won't name names. Yeah, they printed out my OnlyFans pictures and sent it to my dad in the post. That's how my dad found out I had OnlyFans.
Intriguing. So they paid for your photos?
Yeah, they paid for it.
And sent it.
But I knew what the individual was.
This individual sounds like a really fun soul who has a really interesting life. So has to...
So it was stupid because I used to come from near Bridgewater.
Yeah.
And they couldn't actually spell Bridgewater on the letter. So that narrowed it down a bit as to who was who. Also, their handwriting, a certain individual's handwriting that I actually still had. So that was helpful in the case.
Wow.
And... bit stupid, they printed it on photo paper. Fingerprints.
Ironic. That...
Don't mess with me, I will find out who it was.
That is the lowest of low, isn't it?
Oh, it was what it was. I guess at least then I didn't have to have the conversation with my dad.
Yeah.
I don't know how my brother found out. I don't know.
Maybe he still doesn't know.
No, my brother definitely knows. I don't know how he found out. But as for family, I think family members just found out. Other family members found out on their own accord. But some have come up to me and said, oh, I've heard this. Is this true? And I'm like, yeah, it's true. And then others won't say anything, but they'll come up to my mum or dad like years after it's happened being like, oh, I've just heard this. Are you aware? And they're like, yeah. Of course we're aware, like it's been happening for a long time. I know what my daughter's doing, so it's like I said, I've sort of left everyone to find out on their own. Yeah.
And I still can't believe that person done that. Gee whiz. Wow.
Yeah, so there are
that.
Yeah, I do know the full story now of how it all happened and came about, but
not for the podcast.
Not for the podcast.
Not
I'll probably tell you.
Yeah.
No, I'll probably tell you in private because, like I said, it was all a bit. Yeah, it was really weird.
That's
like
scary.
having like police at your door.
Yeah.
To. Yeah.
Oh God.
That started rumours.
Yeah, I bet it did.
Yeah.
So what is your like favourite thing that has come from OnlyFans other than obviously the pocket money?
So actually, I know a lot of my subs. Like, they're more like friends, to be honest. I don't want to maybe put them in that category. But obviously, if I'm feeling low, if they're feeling low, I know what they're up to on a daily basis. They know what I'm doing. It's like having a general chit chat with a friend on a daily basis.
Yeah.
Like, you know what each other are up to. You know how you're doing. If I'm in a not great place and I'm just not feeling myself, they'll know. They can just sense it. And like I said, it is just having like a group of friends on there. So it's really nice to hit. I've known that I've helped people with their mental health and what have you by being there for them. A lot of my subs are farmers. It's a lonely place. They sometimes want someone to talk to, and I can be there. So it's a really great platform for that. Obviously, the content is a bonus for them if that's what they want. Not necessarily. I've been able to help educate others. It's been an all-round, like I said, I never expected it to go anywhere. So for the fact that I have actually got friends on there, know people like off by names and what have you, and sometimes I go like, oh, such and such is doing this today, and like I literally talk to them like they're my friends.
Yeah,
which is like really weird when you think about the fact that I've never actually met them.
That's
like
crazy,
pen pals.
Yeah. I suppose I've got a few people on social media.
That would have been the same as us. We would have messaged,
exactly,
but not met each other in person.
Yeah, and you just feel like you're friends with them.
Yeah. It is a whole weird concept when you think of the online
I don't think it's too weird though, is it?
No, but I think because I share so much of my day-to-day life and they can share that with me as well, you do end up knowing each other really well.
Yeah.
Know people's preferences, likes, dislikes and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And you do know what people are farming, what the weather's like, and whether that's all over the country, other countries. Yeah, so actually meeting people internationally as well.
Yeah, that's incredible, isn't it? And the fact that you've been able to like network through that and do so much with just OnlyFans.
I know, it's like I said, it was meant to be a short-term thing that's now 5 years deep.
And you're doing bloody well.
I wouldn't say I've done too bad.
I mean, you've done bloody well. I'm going to say it again.
Yeah.
Don't be so humble.
I know, but I will always say this. Whatever I've earned needs to cover the cost of what I've lost in my life.
Yeah.
So the opportunities that I won't have, certain job opportunities, certain social media opportunities, the comments, the stigma with it, you need to be prepared for that. So yes, I've done well right now, but is it going to do me well enough to see me through my lifetime of what I've not achieved?
That is a really interesting take on it, because it will hold you back from doing a few things, whether it should or shouldn't.
And you need to be prepared. Children.
Yeah.
If we're ever able to have children, the impact it will have on them.
Yeah.
Does that money that you've earned, if you want to do it as a short-term thing, that's fine. But what you're going to lose, the stigma attached and what have you, is that worth it?
Yeah.
I think that's what you sometimes need to ask yourself. And I've been bloody blessed in it.
Do you know, since doing this podcast and like releasing the fact that we've done it together, the amount of people that message me asking when I'm releasing an OnlyFans.
Really?
Do you want to know when I'm releasing an OnlyFans?
Go on.
I'm not.
Oh. Boring.
Thought that might be a good short.
To be fair, like in the past, I've had friends that have either been friends and then wanted to start OnlyFans, or OnlyFans friends. And I try and keep the whole thing separate now.
Yeah.
I wouldn't encourage it on my friends because it can ruin friendships. Not for me and them, but it sometimes ruins people as a person.
People also have a really strong opinion on it, don't they?
Yeah.
And it's like a higher up level of criticism than what the likes of myself would get for posting online.
Yeah.
Like, I get all the horrible names, the body shame, or just telling me I'm doing something wrong. I'm at that stage where you have to be pretty bloody creative to offend me or upset me. Like, I haven't had a comment that's pissed me off in a very, very long time now. And it's like that, but to a higher extent, isn't it?
But I think as content creators, you're creating content for people to enjoy. I am starting an OnlyFans knowing the criticism I'm going to get. Yeah. I'm preparing myself for that. So that's fine. I ask for that. You are making content on your daily life.
Yeah.
On a farm. You should not, that shouldn't be a thing, the hate that you get.
Yeah. I think when you're in the public eye, though, some people would just
do anything.
Unusual, aren't they?
I've said it before,
and I'll say it a million times again during this podcast. I never know what someone's head is going through to even put a single ounce of hatred upon someone, especially when it comes to putting it on social media and having a permanent record of that there.
Also, it could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. You
Literally,
just don't know.
You don't know, no. And I don't think that should be said lightheartedly. Like, you don't know what someone's going through. You really, really don't.
No. Do you know what? I think we should make some, like, Dead Badger content. OnlyFans content.
OnlyFans cross Dead Badger.
Lingerie brand on the way.
Oh, Dead Badger,
God,
hit us up.
boxers with Dead Badger clothing. Reg, you heard it here first. There's my design idea.
I would model for you, but
boxers.
Yeah, I'd model boxers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't think the internet could handle that.
To be fair, Maria offered me to borrow her bra today, and we were like, I don't think that's
We're not
going to
fit into these. I don't even know what size we are.
I am 32C. Not 32C, 30C.
I think I'm a double E.
Yeah.
I am breastfeeding though.
Okay, fair. That is fair. Talking of Dead Badger stuff, we probably should go back to our ad with Dead Badger clothing. I feel like they should have like a little theme tune.
Should we make one for them?
No, let's not sing. No, I think we're asking for trouble.
That was for the Badger.
Oh, okay.
So Dead Badger Clothing Company have kindly sponsored this episode.
We are wearing them currently.
We are. I've not worn Dead Badger before.
What a title. That is quite a statement to say, isn't it? I have worn Dead Badger before, and the quality is exceptional. So
You'd be surprised to hear as well. It doesn't smell as bad as what you think.
No. So I've quarter-zips, shorts. I bought one of the boys at work some new shorts. He absolutely adores his because he had an accident and ripped his. So I was like, right.
I'm glad you clarified that he ripped it after you said he had an accident.
No, he had an accident in different pairs of shorts. So I was like, right, I'm going to get you some Dead Badger ones. Anyway, they've not ripped, so that was the good thing. Actually, they didn't rip when he had the accident. That's a complete lie. I think they cut them.
So, long story short, Abby's mate shit himself. She got him some new shorts.
No. Like had an ambulance accident.
I know what you're trying to get at. It just doesn't sound much like it.
I thought, oh my God, if Lenny finds out that I've said that he shit himself on the podcast, I'm going to be shocked. Anyway.
Lenny's got an incontinence problem. Abby gave him new shorts.
Great quality. That's more what I'm trying to get at anyway. So, I've just I've got the whole wardrobe now. All the quarter zips, polo tops. Oh, their new t-shirt as well. I like that one.
I think I've seen this.
The graphic tee.
I like their highlighter shorts as well, the highlighter range.
Yes. And to be fair, it's not going to go out of season because, wear shorts all season round.
Exactly. My other half does anyway.
Yeah.
It's one of those right weirdos.
No, I'm like, get me in my
trousers. I'm more of a trouser lover.
Yeah.
Skinny jeans.
To be fair, I do love putting on a overall bib and brace in winter. I'm just like,
yes.
Get me warm.
And underneath wearing your Dead Badger clothing.
Oh, yeah. No, this isn't work. Well, it is workwear. But this is my nice clothes.
I quite like it, yeah.
I really like it.
I wear this as nice clothes.
Brings out your eyes.
Oh, thank you. Abby's hitting on me again.
Sorry, I'll stop.
So anyway, Dead Badger have sponsored this episode. We're very grateful for them. And if you guys would like to save
yourself some pennies,
you can use the code
Abby's Titties. Yeah, Abby's Tits. I'll put it on the screen.
We're going to put Abby's Tits down here.
Yes,
you can see them if you go on YouTube.
My tits are here somewhere. To be fair, I've not pulled a plug on myself yet. If you want to subscribe to my OnlyFans, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, more gentlemen than ladies, onlyfans.com/Abby Coombes. Subscribe. I'll put a discount on for the day that we launch this.
Thank you, Reg, for sharing this episode with Abby Coombes.
I know. Literally, do you want a free
and Marlon. I
subscription?
keep forgetting Marlon.
I know. It's because we've spoken to Reg.
Yeah. I'm a really big fangirl. Please can I have a signed jumper?
No, because you have to wash it.
I'll frame it.
Literally. Did you have any personal questions about OnlyFans? About when we're starting yours?
I think they pretty much covered them. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll
Did you say about when we're starting mine?
Yeah.
For my OnlyFans?
Yeah. So we're going to go now and we're going to start Maria's OnlyFans. Get some content. You straddling the chair?
Yeah. Can I keep my Dead Badger clothing on?
Yeah. What pants you got on today?
Sexy.
Anyway, on that note, anyway, we're going to go before Maria takes her trousers off.
She wishes. Right. We'll see you back for another episode soon. Bye for now.
Bye.